Ladies and gents, welcome back to the TSI YouTube channel for episode number 7 of the player career mode here at Sheffield Wednesday. We're into the month of January. This window is technically open. We will not be looking to make a move yet. We're still 71 rated. There's still plenty of progress to be made. Let's start by having a little look at the table where we are on a playoff push. We're currently in 7th place. We are 4 points behind Millwall, who are in 6th. Another point behind Coventry in 5th. Southampton and Ipswich are the sides leading the way, but we're in a good position after 25 games, so we would absolutely take that, and we've contributed quite nicely along the way as well, with Oxford, Charlton and Borough, the sides at the bottom. As you can see, our form 8.2, we are currently the most informed player in the club. 26 appearances, 12 wins in those times, 6 defeats. We've got 5 goals and 7 assists, which isn't bad going, considering we are a brand new player in this squad, and only 71 rated. And our market value up to £5 million already. 5 player of the match performances as well, which will absolutely take. No player of the month yet. It's something we are going to work on and hopefully continue our rich vein of form. Fixtures for today will look as follows. As always, we'll play 5. 2 of them will simulate. 3 will actually play. QPR away first up. It's then Bromley at home in the Cup. Portsmouth at home. Birmingham at home. Bristol City away, Wrexham at home. They are the fixtures for January. We will play the QPR game. I'm not too fussed about the FA Cup game, but we'll see how this QPR game. We may need a performance in the FA Cup in order to keep the manager on side. But otherwise, let's go to Loftus Road. Let's get game number 1 of the episode done. Come to Loftus Road then, where our player is a little bit tired, to say the least. The recent run of games has left us with just over half of where we need to be in terms of stamina. So it may be a game that we don't play the complete 90 minutes, and we have to be sensible about picking our option when we essentially request the manager to substitute us, because we don't want to risk an injury, especially not at this stage of our career. Shalaba into Ugbo, and the space opens up for Ugbo. Ugbo's going to shoot. That is going to be deflected. Chance for the first Sheffield Wednesday corner of the game. I'm going to try and make ourselves a nuisance in the box. We're going to try and reset and win this ball. We do enough to put Sheriff, but he wins the first and second ball, and then Lowe wins it. Kone wins it back, and we're just trying to get back in position. We do really well with a big booming tackle, and now we're driving down the right hand side. Can we cut the ball back? No. Clark Slater is there to deny us as the ball just got away from us. We'll reset it here though. Bannon back into us. We're going to find Ugbo. We're going to ask for the ball back, and we wanted it from Ugbo, not from Bannon. Chance goes missing as there is a QPR player down injured. Low edge of the box. Can he find Ugbo? Does find Ugbo. Ugbo shoots and hits the back of the net. That's much better from him. We haven't seen him and Lowe link up too much this season. They've been lackadaisical at times. Ugbo in particular has been dropped a couple of times, but not this time. The man is there, and he pumps it into the top left-hand corner, and we have a lead. Ugbo finds Lowe. So we've done really well in the early stages. We've been a nuisance. We've managed to get plenty of tackles in, which has led to the rating we've got currently sat on a 9.7. The fitness is absolutely killing us here, though, as we miss a late one there. And now we've got to do the hard work, and now we've got to try and present QPR creating anything. They have been quiet so far in this game as Dunn plays it into Smith. Can we get a player? Can we get anyone in front? We can't. Kone's there, and with their first opportunity, Kone scores. It's a really good goal from QPR, but it's out of absolutely nothing. And we cannot make all the pressure count. And on the stroke of half-time, it is QPR 1, Sheffield Wednesday 1. Starting the second half as they finish the first by coming into the box. So you can see from our fitness in the bottom corner, we are not going to be able to survive 90 minutes of this game. That is an absolute certainty. Well, we may be able to use all the pace and all the strength we've got here, though. Can we play it into Ugbo? No! Oh, for a second, I thought we were going to get the final touch, and we couldn't quite as the ball got away for us, and that is just fatigue. Otherwise, Ugbo potentially could have got a second, but I don't think we're a million miles off from having to ask the gaffer to take us off, because otherwise we are going to be running the risk of a serious injury. Bannon, Ugbo finds ourselves. We will cut back and look for the man, and Bannon there can now find Ugbo again, and we're going to make a darting run, and we're going to potentially look to play in low. It's a really good tackle by Varane, and I think our day may be just about done now. I don't want to take too much of a hit to the rating here by getting out of position and losing the ball in places where we're trying to force it, and I think it may be time to request that sub, although saying that, we have got a chance here, and we played a wonderful through ball to Ugbo, and Ugbo now surely can find Jamal Lowe. We're going to bust a gut to try and get there. Ugbo goes alone. Wasn't the option. It was a good ball from us. He had no ideas. Done into Vale. Shoots. Deflected. Kone on the edge of the box. Here's offside, and I think that will be the gaffer's call to take us off. It is. Ingleson will come on. Our day is done. We put in a good performance, but we are not running the risk of an injury. It is simply not worth it at this stage of our career. We will simulate the rest of the match. Hopefully we can get the result. It stays 1-1. Not the worst situation, given how QPR came back into that game. We will simulate the game against Bromley then. We are nearly back to full fitness, which is good news. But again, the FA Cup is not really the focus, and I'm not too concerned about the result either way. We do get a 2-1 win. We actually get booked. Lowe and Ugbo are the ones with the scores. I'm going to guess with that booking, our rating wasn't great. It wasn't. It was a 6.7, which won't help matters. But we do progress to the fourth round of the FA Cup. Back on home soil as the rain pours in Sheffield. We are looking just to put together a good performance. We played well in the game we played, the FA Cup game, although the result was good. Personally, for us, it was not great. We are nearly back to full fitness, though, which is good news. So hopefully we can see out 90 minutes here, should the performance be there. We are looking to get an assist or a goal, or both would be nice, but we need to contribute. We need to start adding some attributes to our player, and the only way to do that is to put in good performances and get those goals and assists or man of the matches. We'll look to play the ball in. Goes back to Farrell. Down the line to Murphy. Murphy plays it into Bishop, and we can luckily get the second ball. We play it to Valerie, and we will call for the ball down the line. Murphy's there to dispossess, though. Sloppy call from us. Should have probably read that situation better, and the chance, thankfully for us, falls to shoot, and he will comfortably save. Valerie to Bannon. Bannon can find us. We can play it through, can we? To Jamal Lowe. Jamal Lowe, can he get a shot away? He does, but that's an angle that isn't favourable on the right foot. Lovely through ball from us, though. Just about worked. He did well to stay on side, but the angle was always tightening. There's the first glimmer of hope in this game. Portsmouth coming forward again. Portsmouth definitely starting this game better than we have, as Williams looks to drive forward. Plays it into Yang. Yang goes back to Dossal. Good tackle from us, but it falls straight back to Chaplin again. Can we get a player to get a possession? And Chalobah is there. Does really, really well. And Valerie should be able to comfortably clear a sign. Defensively, very sound from us, but she's not creating much offensively at the minute, and that is a concern as this game goes on. Can we hit him on the counter-attack here? Can we make something happen here? We're going to keep driving. We're going to keep driving. We play a wonderful ball through to Jamal Lowe. Surely this time, Jamal Lowe could score. He does! There's the assist for us. Massive, massive moment in the game. And we timed it to perfection. We held and we held and we held and we waited for the run of Jamal Lowe. Finally, he made it. He made no mistake this time, hitting it to the near post. Keeper should never really be beaten there. Smashes it in to that top right-hand corner. And we go 1-0 up. Position again. Chalobah's on the ball. Inside to Ugbo. Jamal Lowe looking to be a nuisance down at that right-hand side. Finds Chalobah again. Can we get the ball into the box? No, we asked for the ball across. It doesn't quite happen. Our player actually slides in. We're lucky we didn't catch a man there. Ball comes in from the corner now. Can we get the head on it? No. Cooper can't. Will Bannon get the ball back into the box? Vitelli to Cooper. There is half-time. Good half from us. Had to defend well at times. We got that vital assist and, more importantly, the lead as we go into the break. If we can create something early in the second half, that'd be nice. We got caught out against QPR, and we don't want the same to happen there. That's a really lackadaisical ball as we look for the round of Barry Bannon. We put too much on it and fizzed it in the wet conditions, and that's trickled on. It's given Portsmouth a chance to potentially come forward here as we're now doing some big defensive duties and do really well to win the ball back. Promising going back as we are going forward, and we lose the ball again as I'm too busy praising myself for that tackle, and then we give the ball away. Valerie does well to get us out of a hole. Counter-attack here as Lowe's there. We're looking for the through ball. He does well to go back to Bannon, though. We didn't call for it. Didn't force something that wasn't on. Goes out well to Valerie, and that's sloppy again. We're getting a little bit lazy here. Maybe fitness is just starting to show, but we're losing the ball in key areas, and we're having to use a lot of energy and a lot of stamina to try and stem the flow, and Portsmouth will come forward now. We need a big clearance here from Bernard, and we get the big clearance from Bernard, thankfully for us. Now potentially we can look to counter-attack, so we do really well to ride the challenge and don't get caught. We'll now play this out wide. We do play this out right to Valerie. Hopefully that will just hold up in the rain. It does. Inside to Chalobah. Back to us. We're going to have a pot for a distance on the edge of the area, and that is just wide. Worth an effort, though. Take some time off the clock. A few minutes to go. We may get a man of the match performance from this with an 8.8 rating and an assist. It tight between us and the goal scorer, Jamal Lowe. We can hang on here, and another interception like that may go a long way. We put in some really big tackles. We've won the ball and broken it up so well in this game. It's a wonderful ball to Ugbo, to Lowe, to Ingleson. And again, an assist and a man of the match performance would mean some points to spend. More importantly, it is going to be 3 points. We are going to get back to winning ways in the league after that disappointing draw against QPR. As Dozer wins the ball, Matthews will clear. It will not matter. Back to winning ways. Thank you very much. And more importantly, a big performance. Match and an assist it was. So, stamina again will be added. And I think we'll also we'll go finishing. We'll get someone finishing as well, because I think that is where we need to try and increase. And obviously we're trying to get ourselves in good position. Stamina and finishing are the two things we're going to work on. It still keeps it at 71 rated ahead of this Birmingham City game. We will simulate the game against Birmingham City then. System is the same. But tell you which new signing, I'm not sure. If you're a Sheffield Wednesday fan, I mean, I could look myself, but let me know. It looks that maybe that's new signing. I don't think there's a way that I can see what players have been signed for us, annoyingly. But we will simulate the game. Hopefully we can get 3 points. Again, the simulated performances haven't been great from us recently. It is unfortunately a defeat. Jamal Lowe got the opener before they went 3-0 up. They missed a penalty. Jamal Lowe got a second, and it's a 4.6. The simulated games for us are an absolute horror show right now. We are going to have to get ourselves on the training pitches. That's probably meant that we've fallen out of favour with the gaffer. It does. Technically, we would be starting on the bench for the next game without some training. Got to reset after that last disappointing game. We know we're better than that. And I say, when the simulators aren't being calm, we need to make sure that when we are in control and we are doing our thing, we are doing it to the best of our ability. And we just need to try and put a good performance in and get an assist. Great. Hopefully we can get the 3 points, because again, the form has been a little bit indifferent today, and we will just be losing touch with the sides around us, and that playoff picture could very, very quickly fade away from us. We'll see making a bright start to this game. We are there to dispossess. Can we win the second ball? No. Peek over does well. Thankfully for us, we're back on our feet though. Again, the original interception was very good. Thankfully we're there to sweep up the second though. Good defensive duty. We need to do a little bit more of that and not just focus on trying to score goals and barrel forward. We've got to save our energy to do the defensive work. And now we can look to come forward. Lowe is sat deep though. He hasn't come back forward for this play. We just reset the ball and look to give him an option. Ugbo into Bannon. We're going to make a good run here. Plays it into Ugbo. We're on our goal. Surely this time it's going to be a goal. It is. That's absolutely brilliant. We started it and we finished it. Our 6th goal of the season, 15 minutes in. That is what we do best, and it was absolutely perfect from Bannon and Ugbo. We made a great run. I thought for a second the second touch was a little bit heavy, but the keeper didn't come and we powered it past the keeper. Bristol City coming forward, looking to make a response. We are just staying in our lane here. We are looking to force something. We're looking to get a block in if we can. Thankfully for us, the centre up, and we did really well. For a split second, I thought we had messed that up. Ball gets cleared. Shalabah will reset that, though. We'll call for the ball. We'll play this out wide. And again, much more settled performance so far from Sheffield Wednesday. Again, if we can just make these darting runs and go again. And Ugbo's in again. Jamal Lowe's in again. Surely this is going to be 2. It is. It's absolutely breathtaking from Sheffield Wednesday. And although we didn't have a direct lead to it, we won the ball in the box and set the play off, as we have done so many times this season. And Jamal Lowe makes no mistake. And we've hit Bristol City on the counter-attack. And it's 2-0 in the blink of an eye. Ourselves on the ball again here. And Bristol City are simply falling apart. Ugbo now. It's Jamal Lowe onside. Oh my God, what a goal that would have been. And he was onside as well. As Bristol City make an early substitution. I'm not sure whether that's for an injury or not, whether the manager has just a little bit of patience, but that should have been 3-0 to Sheffield Wednesday. We're on the edge of the box and we do win the header, but we'll do well to score from there. Into Lowe. We're trying to join the party here. Ugbo, wonderful through ball. Surely we can get a second. We do! For the first time ever in our career, we've got a brace. And it's almost a carbon copy. Bristol City have collapsed. And this is simply stunning from us. It's the perfect time round again. I thought we were just offside. The linesman keeps his flag down. Thank you very much. 3-0. I'm not sure we'll see a better first half performance than that this season. At times we've looked lazy. At times the team have not quite cooked. And somehow we are 3-0 up and we've got 2 goals to our name. And that is going to do us the world of good. It's going to start turning heads of those teams at the bigger clubs, that is for sure. We still have a job to do, though. There's a long way to go in this game. Bristol City haven't looked like doing much, but if we make it... Oh, no, we've gone down injured. Oh, that would be so cruel. It looks like he's holding potentially his elbow, potentially his arm. I really hope we can get up from this because we put in such a good performance that to go off injured here would be cruel. But thankfully for us, we are still on this pitch. Shot from distance is speculative, but nearly caught O'Leary out. We haven't been forced off from a substitution yet. Hopefully we can run that. It does look like he's holding his shoulder, so yeah, small smell on the spylines, but hopefully it's nothing more than a bruise. And we don't have an injury waiting for us because, again, we are just about to hit some big form, you feel. Chalobah back to us. Fora. Can he find anybody? Can he make something happen? Plays it into Barry Bannon. Oh, it's a big save. Oh, O'Leary's keeping the minute. That should have been 4. Well, could have been 5, really. Still on this pitch. Can we get a header? No, we can't. Can we reset the ball? Cooper's there, but it won't matter as Bristol City will clear it. We haven't got the stamina to join this party, but Jamal Lowe is making something happen. It's to Bannon. Now we can make a bursting run. It's Lowe. Can we find Ugbo? Oh, Dickie's there. Otherwise, that could have been an assist to really wrap up this performance. But I think with this injury still looming over our head, the substitution will be coming. Twine to Bird for Bristol City. Good block. Cooper can't clear the ball, though. That's just wide. Thankfully for us, it skims past the post, and there is the substitution. We will be forced off from that injury. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. And hopefully the lads can get the job done in the rest of the game. They do pull one back, but it won't matter. A 3-1 performance. We get a, what was it, surely a big rating, a 10 rating. Perfect. That should be man of the match, 2 goals. That's going to be some points to spend, people. Thankfully for us, it is only a bruised elbow. 5 days, so we may miss a game. We may be actually okay. The next game's 6 days, so we should be absolutely fine for the game against Wrexham. But another brilliant episode. We've added our points already. We've added all the usual places that we would. Let's have a little look at the table. We're still sat in 7th place. However, the gap to 6th place is now only down to a point. Coventry just ahead of us on 49. So that's great news for us as we keep up the pace and we keep up the fight for the playoff picture. Ipswich go top. Southampton drop to 2nd. Leicester, Preston, Millwall, the other sides in the playoff picture. And at the bottom, it is Middlesbrough, Charlton and Oxford who are struggling. Fixtures for episode number 8, which will come your way in the next few days. It's Wrexham at home on the final day of the January transfer window before Swansea away. It's Millwall at home. It's Oxford away in the Cup and then Sheffield United in the Steel City Derby to wrap things off. We're absolutely firing at the minute. The goals are starting to come and we are starting to tick as a player. Will we get any interest in the near future to potentially move away? I think for now, we're definitely going to stick and try and get this side into the Premier League. I'll see you in a few days for episode number 8.